Here we are at the electronic workbench again. Today I disassembled the laptop. I almost cracked it over the damn chair. I didn't like it. It was pissing me off. Yeah, I'll tell you what the problem has been. The problem has been USB. Every time I nudge a damn wire, the USB is kicking in and out, in and out. This socket here, I haven't got out yet. But this socket here with the audio on it, what I did is I bent the terminals on the top down to put more pressure on it. You don't want to play around with the contacts in there, because if you break the contacts off, you'll have to replace the socket. But I did bend the top springs down a little bit to put more pressure on it, and they had really bad solder connections on the bottom. So I resoldered it. While I was there, I resoldered the audio sockets because they were bad too. The next thing I have to do is tear that socket out by removing all this. So we got this side out now, and this is the USB connector, and it's the ones on the bottom side, those two little prongs. You probably can't see them from here, but there's two little prongs there. You want to push those two little prongs inward just so that it puts more pressure on the USB cable when it's in the slot, because it gets too much slack in there. And while I'm at it, I want to touch up those solder connections. They look not too bad on this one, but while I got it open, I might as well do them anyways. So now we're done. Basically what I do is I just use a pin, a needle, some small thing like a small nail, and I push down in there on those tabs. Now if they move very easily on these tabs, and if they move very easily, then you got cheap garbage sockets. The socket should be replaced. These are good sockets. There's a lot of tension still left in them. So I push them down. I also push the ones on the other side down. As I mentioned before though, you don't want to go inside there and start playing around with the contacts. You break one of those contacts off, you got to replace the socket. Now it's time to put it all back together. And this is the Toshiba F60. I guess it was a good unit back in its day. It retailed for about $1,200. I hate the son of a bitch. There's no modem built into it. Some of them had a tuner option. This one didn't. Just had a plug there blocking it. I was looking to see if I could find a tuner for it, but it doesn't seem like they have a tuner available for it, so I'd have to find out specifically which model had the tuner and what the part number is. But I'm not too interested in it for TV, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm more annoyed with the USB problems. I mean, every time you bang a cable between the cheap Chinese cables and sockets getting loose, I mean, it's a nightmare. Got it all back together again. We're working. The USB connections seem to be a lot more stable. I mean, if you really want to move them, you're going to get problems, but just bumping them lightly is not causing me the problems that they were. So it seems to have that problem solved. Okay, enough of that crap. That just happens to be the only thing that I got in this, because I've been in the process of trying to debug it. It's been an interesting project. It's been a work in progress. I still have to do a complete reinstall of the operating system. But as you can see, I've achieved what many have been trying to achieve for a long time. which is taking a computer, a laptop, that's essentially designed for Windows 7 and putting Windows XP on it. XP Media Center 32-bit. And that's what I'm running. I still got a few issues that I have to work out. One of the things is I cannot use it as a laptop, because as soon as you go on to battery, your brightness automatically goes way down. So that seems to be a preset. I would have to get into the registry and find where in the registry the default setting is. Anyhow, yeah, that's it for now.